It's Jenny, and I'm back to share how I planned this week in my mini happy planner. You can see the Cactus Stamp Set from Sweet Stamp Shop, and that is the inspiration for this week. I'm going to also be using some of the brand new washi from the bundle, and then also a whole bunch of stickers from me and my big ideas. As you can see, I put down a box up there in the Top Monday box, but it had words on it that I didn't need, study or something like that, so I simply covered it with one of these banner stickers. I love the flair that the simple banner sticker gives, and I use the MonoTwin pen from Tombow to write over it because it is a glossy sticker, and so you need that so it doesn't smear. Now I can just use my regular old Flair Papermate pen in the MAMBI sticker because it does not smear, it's not glossy or anything like that, and I think that color combination is just so adorable. Now I'm pulling out a little star bullet point stamp from Sweet Stamp Shop, and I'm using my Versafine ink to write or to stamp with those, and then I will just write in my activities. I'm just using the bullet point because this week is going to have a lot of decoration because I don't have that many activities. That's why I'm going kind of heavy on the decor. But anyway, so you can see that I have added those to the Wednesday, and then over on the Friday morning, I'm using one of these really large stickers from Me and My Big Ideas. I simply cut those in half to make them a little bit more manageable size-wise, and then also because then I can stretch the stickers a little bit further as well. Now I know you're finding it hard to believe that that's all the activities we had, but it is. I know, it's crazy. I had other things that cropped up and that I knew would, but for the beginning of the week, this is all I had. Now I'm going through and I'm opening up that Cactus Washi from Sweet Stamp Shop. It's in the brand new bundle that's available right now, and then later on in the month they will be released singly as well. So I'm putting washi along the edge of the page. I think it just gives it really fun flair, and then a side note, it also acts as a bookmark because you can flip to the last page that has the washi edge. So it's really cool how it's kind of got a double purpose right there. And you can see just how fun that makes the page without really anything too exciting. Now I'm using the first one of my stamps. I'm using the Versafine ink and color or wiping it off with an alcohol-free baby wipe. Now I use those because I'm super messy and I will inadvertently end up with ink on my fingers and then it'll get smeared onto something else. So it's not because you must clean your stamps, it's just because I'm messy. Now I am pulling out another decorative sticker from the Happy Planner, one of those sticker books, just to add a little bit more decoration because like I said, this is a light week for us in terms of activities and stuff, and so why not have a little bit of creative fun adding some decor, right? So I'm doing a lot of stamping just because I really do enjoy it very much, and then it's fun to make my own colors, and it's also really super cost effective in the long run as well. And then not to mention that I can make it exactly how I need it as well. Now I am ready to move on to the second part of the week because I'm going to do something a little bit different down in Thursday. Now I'm going to add this little strip of the blue cactus washi, which I think is so cute. It's really so awesome. And then I'm going to take the stamp and ink it up, and then I'm going to stamp it right on top of the washi, like so not on top of the actual washi, like above the washi, I guess is what maybe you would say. And I just like it because it's a little bit different, and it's different than the stuff that I've already stamped as well. So it just gives it a little bit of variation, and I think that's super cool. Now I'm just continuing to stamp over on the right hand side of the layout, and I'm just trying to keep it all very similar yet different at the same time, and keeping in line with the good design principles that I like to use to make these things work together as well. Now I'm also adding the washi strip to the right hand side of the page, but you wouldn't have to do that. You can absolutely just add washi to one side. It's not weird or it's not disjointed or anything like that. Now as you can see, I was trying to check and see if I could fit another stamp right there on the right hand side. That's one of the awesome things about clear stamps, is that you can see before you actually stamp if they'll fit or not. Now I'm just going to go ahead and with my brush lettering add the word weekend to the side of the Saturday and the Sunday. I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different. I'm not sure I do this very often, and why not, right? Because I have plenty of room. I am working on sort of a light week here, and I figured why not just add something a little bit different than I normally do. Now I'm going to go through this. I think this is the quotes sticker book, and try to find a big giant quote that'll fit in that empty space that has that sort of green color palette. It doesn't have to be all green. Partially a different color would have been okay, but I figured I needed to start at least with a pretty good green base, and luckily I was able to find something that was really perfect. I'm just adding a little bit of that fairly plain washi from the same little bundle or the same little package, just for some added fun over there on the right hand side. Now you can see that I am finished with my stamping. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the Tombow dual brush markers and I am going to color in the stamps. I recently purchased the 96 marker set. I'll link that up below, and I'm in love. I just can't get enough. I want to color all the things. I want to brush letter all the things. The markers are just absolutely amazing, and you get a little peek at them right there, and I'm pretty well obsessed. So I'm going to go ahead and say with some certainty that you will definitely see it again in the future. So I'm simply trying to stick to sort of the pink and green color palette, though there's absolutely a lot of different colors in the washi, so I wouldn't have to stick to those. But I figured for me it would be easiest to stick to a couple of basics, just because that way I didn't get distracted or go too far off course. And then it would tie all of the things together a little bit better as well. Now I am using various different shades of green for the cactus, and I'm doing an ever so slightly a little bit of shading on the stamped lines too, just to make them a little bit more interesting and look a little bit better, a little bit more finished, I guess is maybe a way to phrase that. I would absolutely not have to, though. They would still be super cute. Now that's it for me for this week. It was a super quick and simple look. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.